Zinnia, Barnaby's Sunken Treasure, A Tale of Fur, Feathers, and Friendship. Chapter 1. The Curious Case of the Missing Map. In the heart of Whispering Woods, nestled amidst towering oaks and babbling brooks, lived a small, inquisitive squirrel named Zinnia. Zinnia was known for her boundless energy and her even more boundless curiosity. She could often be found scampering through the trees, her bushy tail twitching with excitement, or peering into hollow logs, searching for hidden wonders. One sunny afternoon, while exploring the dusty attic of Old Man Hemlock's abandoned cabin, Zinnia stumbled upon a peculiar object, a rolled-up parchment, tied with faded ribbon. With her tiny claws, she carefully untied the ribbon and unfurled the parchment. It was a map, its edges frayed and its markings faded, but its message clear. A treasure map. The map depicted a winding path through Whispering Woods, leading to a hidden cove along the sparkling river. A large X marked the spot, accompanied by a cryptic inscription, "Where the sun kisses the water and the parrot's squawk echoes thrice, lies the treasure of Captain Silverbeak." Zinnia's heart pounded with excitement. She had never been on a treasure hunt before. She scampered down the attic stairs, the map clutched tightly in her paws, eager to share her discovery. Chapter 2. Barnaby, the Reluctant Companion. Just outside the cabin, Zinnia spotted her friend, Barnaby, a large, gentle badger who was diligently tending to his vegetable patch. Barnaby was the opposite of Zinnia, slow, steady, and a bit of a homebody. He preferred the quiet rhythm of his garden to the thrill of adventure. "Barnaby, Barnaby, you won't believe what I found," Zinnia exclaimed, her voice brimming with excitement. Barnaby looked up, his brow furrowed. "Zinnia, please. I'm trying to concentrate. The carrots need my undivided attention." Zinnia, undeterred, thrust the map into Barnaby's face. "It's a treasure map. We have to go on an adventure." Barnaby blinked, his eyes widening slightly. "A treasure map? Zinnia, you know I'm not one for adventures. I prefer the comforts of my garden and a good cup of chamomile tea. But, Barnaby, this is Captain Silverbeak's treasure. Think of all the shiny jewels and golden coins," Zinnia pleaded, her eyes sparkling. Barnaby sighed. "Zinnia, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm afraid I must decline. I have a very important appointment with my radish patch." Zinnia, however, was not one to give up easily. She spent the next hour regaling Barnaby with tales of daring pirates, hidden coves, and untold riches. She even tried to tempt him with promises of extra-large carrots and the bosqueter, finis chomomiletea. Eventually, Barnaby, worn down by Zinnia's relentless persuasion and secretly intrigued by the adventure, reluctantly agreed. "All right, Zinnia," he said, "but only if we're back before sunset. And no unnecessary risks." Zinnia squealed with delight, her bushy tail wagging furiously. "Yes, yes. Thank you, Barnaby. This is going to be the best adventure ever." Chapter 3. The Winding Path Through Whispering Woods. With the map in hand, Zinnia and Barnaby set off on their adventure. The map led them through the winding paths of Whispering Woods, a maze of towering trees, gurgling streams, and hidden glades. Zinnia, ever the explorer, darted ahead, her eyes scanning the surroundings for clues. Barnaby, with his slow, deliberate pace, followed behind, occasionally pausing to admire a particularly vibrant mushroom or sniff a fragrant wildflower. Along the way, they encountered a variety of woodland creatures, a family of playful rabbits, and a grumpy badger who grumbled about trespassers. Zinnia, with her infectious enthusiasm, greeted each creature with a cheerful hello, while Barnaby, with his gentle nature, offered them polite nods. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the path became increasingly challenging. They had to navigate through thick bramble bushes, climb over fallen logs, and wade through shallow streams. Zinnia, with her nimble agility, easily overcame these obstacles, while Barnaby, with his sturdy build and patient determination, slowly but surely followed. Chapter 4. The Riddle of the Whispering Falls. As the sun began to climb higher in the sky, they reached a clearing where a waterfall cascaded down a rocky cliff, creating a misty spray that shimmered in the sunlight. The map indicated that the next clue was hidden near the waterfall, but the roar of the water made it difficult to hear anything. Zinnia, with her sharp ears, noticed a faint sound emanating from behind the waterfall. She tugged on Barnaby's sleeve and pointed towards the cascading water. "Do you hear that, Barnaby?" she asked. "It sounds like someone talking." Barnaby strained his ears, but all he could hear was the roar of the waterfall. "I don't hear anything, Zinnia. Perhaps it's just the wind." Zinnia, however, was convinced that she heard talking. She carefully made her way behind the waterfall, the misty spray soaking her fur. After a few moments, she emerged, her eyes wide with excitement. "I found it!" she exclaimed, holding up a small waterlogged scroll. "It's another clue." Barnaby, intrigued, carefully unrolled the scroll. It contained a riddle. Where the sun kisses the water, and the parrot's squawk echoes thrice, lies the treasure of Captain Silverbeak. Zinnia and Barnaby pondered the riddle, trying to decipher its meaning. Where the sun kisses the water. Zinnia mused. That must be the sparkling river. And the parrot's squawk echoes thrice, Barnaby added. That must mean we need to listen for the parrot's voice. Chapter 5. The Sparkling River and the Parrot's Squawk. Following the riddle's clues, the squirrel and badger continued their journey, eventually reaching the banks of the sparkling river. The river shimmered in the sunlight, its crystal clear water reflecting the surrounding trees and sky. As the squirrel and badger walked along the riverbank, they kept their ears open for the parrot's squawk. After a while, they heard a faint squawk, treasure, squawk, echoing through the trees. Parrot squawked, gold, squawk, and then a third time, follow me. Zinnia and Barnaby exchanged excited glances. They had found the spot marked on the map. Chapter 6. The Hidden Cove and the Sunken Treasure. Following the parrot's gaze, they discovered a hidden cove, tucked away behind a curtain of willow trees. The cove was a small, secluded inlet, where the river widened into a calm pool. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the water, Zinnia and Barnaby noticed a faint shimmer beneath the surface. With their combined strength, they pulled back the concealing willow branches and found a small, old, wooden chest, half sunken in the shallow water. With a mix of excitement and trepidation, they hauled the chest onto the riverbank. It was heavy, its wooden planks swollen with water. Zinnia, with her nimble claws, managed to pry open the rusty latch. Inside the chest, they found not gold and jewels, but a collection of old, worn books, maps, and journals. Zinnia was initially disappointed, but Barnaby, with his wise and gentle nature, recognized the true value of their find. Zinnia, he said, these are not just books and maps. They are stories, knowledge, and the memories of Captain Silverbeak. This is a treasure far greater than any gold or jewels. Chapter 7. The True Treasure and the Journey Home. Zinnia, after a moment of reflection, understood Barnaby's words. She realized that the true treasure was not the material wealth, but the adventure itself, the journey they had shared, and the friendship they had strengthened. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the river, Zinnia and Barnaby began their journey home, their hearts filled with the warmth of their newfound treasure. They returned to Whispering Woods, their arrival marked by the soft glow of fireflies and the gentle chirping of crickets. Barnaby returned to his garden, content in the knowledge that he had experienced a true adventure. Zinnia, with her boundless energy, began to write down the story of their journey, eager to share their tale with the rest of Whispering Woods. The story of Zinnia and Barnaby's sunken treasure became a legend in Whispering Woods, a tale of fur, feathers, and friendship, a reminder that the greatest treasures in life are not always gold and jewels, but the bonds we share and the adventures we embark upon together. Wow! What an adventure Zinnia and Barnaby had. Did you think they would find real gold? What did you think of the talking parrot? If you could go on a treasure hunt in Whispering Woods, What kind of treasure would you hope to find? And what animal friend would you bring with you? Remember how Zinnia and Barnaby learned that friendship and adventures are best treasures? If you love their story and want to join us for more exciting adventures, give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a magical story.